Hi guys, welcome to Get Real Life TV. This is where we talk about African culture, traditions, and religion. I thank you all for your support both in cash and in kind on this platform. If you are new here, kindly click on the subscribe button down below to subscribe free of charge so that you don't miss anything on this channel. Please don't forget that the join button down below is for those who want to become part of our members. Being a member is a way of showing your support to me. Thank you as you do that. In this video, I'm going to share with you Science and Orisha is Calling You. That is the topic for today. So without wasting much of your time, as you know, I usually use presentation to explain better so that I don't miss anything. So let's get started. Science and Orisha is calling you. Understanding the science and Orisha is calling you. In the Yoruba religious tradition, Orishas are considered to be manifestation of the Supreme Being and are revered as intermediaries between humans and the divine. So you all know the meaning of Orisha, you know who Orishas are. So they are the intermediaries between us, we humans, and Olodumare, the Supreme Being. So that is a simple meaning of Orisha. So let's move forward. So followers of the religion believe that individuals can be called by an Orisha, indicating that the Orisha has chosen them for a special relationship or purpose. So the practitioners of Yoruba religion or Yoruba belief system believe that an Orisha can called whoever has a special relationship or purpose with this Orisha. And that is exactly what we want to discuss in this video. So I'm going to share with you the signs that an Orisha is calling you. So let's move forward as we reveal these signs. So here are some signs that might indicate that an Orisha is calling you. Number 1, persistent dreams or visions. So what about this? What about these persistent dreams or visions? Let's check underneath. So you may experience recurring dreams or visions featuring symbols, colors, or animals associated with a specific Orisha. So we do hear of people dreaming, and seeing some signs that indicate a particular Orisha. And color, like we know that color yellow is associated with Orisha Oshun, and so on and so forth. So when you always have dreams or visions featuring symbols, the symbols of the Orisha, you all know the symbols of some of the Orishas that we have in Yoruba land. So when you dream and you always see the symbols, then you will know that this Orisha is calling you, this very Orisha is calling you, or the color of the Orisha or the animal, that is associated with that specific Orisha. So that is what that is talking about. When you always have dreams or visions and you see the symbols or the colors of the Orisha, of a particular Orisha, then it shows that that Orisha is calling you. So let's continue. Sudden interest in Orisha related topics. When you have interest in a particular Orisha, so let's check the point underneath. So you might find yourself drawn to books, articles, videos, or discussions about the Orishas and the Yoruba religious tradition, even if you previously had little interest in these subjects. You see, we are in a civilized world now, and you all know that our Orishas are aware of this development. So you may find yourself reading books or reading articles online, that is pertaining to this very Orisha that is calling you, it shows that the Orisha is drawing your attention through this means, like through the books that you read, or through the articles that you read online, or through videos you watch, or discussions. So you may find yourself attracted to a particular Orisha, when you read books about that particular, or about that very Orisha, or you read articles or videos, or you watch videos about that Orisha, or you listen to discussions about that Orisha. The Orisha can show interest in you, and this will indicate a sign that such an Orisha is calling you. I think that is well understood. So let's move forward. Another sign an Orisha is calling you is unexplained physical sensations. Unexplained physical sensation. Maybe there are some physical sensations that you cannot explain. So let us get the point underneath. Some people report feeling sudden changes in temperature, tingling sensations, or feeling of being touched by an unseen presence. This is very common. This very point is very common. In fact, I have people who have had experience of this very well. And during this time that they are having these feelings or these sensations, they don't have an idea of what is happening to them. So some people, they have feelings like that, maybe sudden change in temperature. I've even heard from an Orisha custodian, and when she had an encounter with our Orisha, she actually explained what she went through, until it was later discovered that an Orisha was actually calling her. So this is very important. You should note this, that could be some feelings, that you may have some sudden changes in your temperature, like, what this is talking about is maybe your body system, and you may be feeling touched by an unseen presence. Like, we have some people who have a spiritual husband. So this is talking about some people who are already married in the realm. So I think this is well understood. So let's move forward. Another sign is emotional changes. Emotional changes. So what do we have under that? So you might experience unexplained emotional shifts, feeling a sense of longing or connection to something greater than yourself. This is as well another sign that an Orisha is calling you. So when you have this feeling, what you need to do is to do your findings through consultation with a Babalawo or an Orisha priest or priestess. So when you just discover yourself that you are moody, maybe your mood is always change, nothing interests you, and you are feeling so down, so maybe you are having some emotional shift. So you can meet a Babalawo for divination to know what actually is wrong, and this is a sign that Orisha might be calling you. Let's move forward. Conformities. Another sign is conformities. So you may notice an unusual number of coincidences or conformities related to a specific Orisha, such as repeatedly encountering their symbols or name in everyday life. So this is another sign that Orisha might be calling you. So you may notice a number of coincidences, like maybe you always come across seeing people talking about Orisha Oshun, for instance, or you always see the symbols. So that could be a sign. We are talking about signs here. So if it's a sign, then you can definitely go to a Babalawo to divine for you, and you can discuss your experience with the Babalawo, to check for you. And do not forget that some people grow interest in having an Orisha for themselves, a particular Orisha. So if you are seeing some signs that you see a particular Orisha in your dreams, and maybe the symbol of that Orisha, you always come across the symbol, it could be a sign that an Orisha is calling you. Do not forget that we are talking about sign here. So the Orisha will not come to you in real life to tell you that come and be part of my children, or come and be one of my devotees or custodians. So the Orisha will be showing some signs to you, and one of the signs is what we are talking about here. So you could, unusual numbers of coincidences or conformities related to that Orisha. So is what we are talking about here. So let's move forward. So this sign is very important and it's very common. It is the ancestral connections. Ancestral connection, some individuals feel a strong ancestral connection to a particular Orisha, especially if they have family ties to the Yoruba or related cultures. So this is very important, and it's a very good sign. If you are from the family of that Orisha, of a particular Orisha, so it's another sign that that Orisha might be calling you. So it's an ancestral connection. So this is well understood and is straightforward. Let's continue. Another sign is feeling of purpose. Feeling of purpose. A sense of purpose or a feeling of being called to a specific path or mission may emerge, often accompanied by a desire to learn more about the Yoruba tradition and the Orishas. So as you desire to learn about Yoruba spirituality, so an Orisha may emerge in your mind or in your heart. So this could be a sign that that Orisha is calling you. So that is that. I think that is understood as well. So it is important to know that these signs are not universal. So I want you to take note of that. And the experience of being called by an Orisha can vary widely from person to person. So the experience varies, it's not a universal sign, or they are not universal signs. So we are just giving you some clue on how to know that an Orisha is calling you. So what do you have to do when you see all of these signs? Let's check. So if you believe that an Orisha is calling you, it is advisable to seek guidance from a knowledgeable priest or practitioner within the Yoruba religious tradition to help you understand and interpret your experiences. So after you've seen all of these signs, so you need to visit a Babalawo or a Yanifa or Orisha priest or priestess to discuss your signs with him or her. Then such a Babalawo will divine for you to actually know if that Orisha is calling you. So we're talking about sign here. So seeing those signs does not mean that automatically the Orisha is actually calling you. So you still need to visit a Babalawo for him to interpret for you through divination. Thank you very much. I hope you have learned something from this. So in my next video, I am going to come up with another topic that will interest you in your journey to learning Yoruba spirituality and African belief system at large. This is Get a Better Life TV, where we talk about African culture, traditions, and religion. If you are new here, don't forget to click on the subscribe button down below to subscribe free of charge so that you don't miss anything on this channel whenever we upload new videos. Thank you very much and get a better life.